Welcome to Lex Cunningham's Pure Garbage Podcast. Today, Lex and the guys are talking about their trips to the dentist.
Been to the dentist, we all have at some point, some of us more than others. But the bottom is, don't look at my grill, you mother.
Yes, I'm staring over here.
Some of us are just one tooth away from a plate of dentures.
All right, so here we go. We've all had horror stories. So we'll start with you, Keelsey Kaboom. You have a dental story that's rather harrowing, or just downright mental right now.
I don't know. We all like popcorn, right? My story's got to do with popcorn. So, anyways, a couple years back, I was chilling with the wife at the time, now the ex-wife, and we're watching a movie with the kids. Not a little big deal. Can't remember what movie it was. Who gives a shit? Anyways, fucking eating popcorn, and sure enough, I get a kernel stuck between my gum and my tooth.
So you get a kernel. What do you mean a kernel? Like
that wax that the popcorn pops out of, Bing.
Oh, the popcorn kernel.
The skin, yeah, the kernel.
Not like kernel as in chicken.
No, not like Colonel the chicken. No, come on, we're not talking. We're talking popcorn.
Kernel like a guy, like some guy caught your tooth.
No, not the Colonel. I don't know what your mindset said, but I just said popcorn.
All right, so you got butt floss stuck in your teeth.
Right, I got butt floss stuck in between my tooth and my gum and my molar. So, I go to try and brush it out. I thought I got it. I go to bed.
Now, which tooth? Like in the back
molar,
on the right side of your face?
On the bottom, on the left.
For the folks that have never seen Keelsey Kaboom, I believe he's on Instagram. He's got a big job, but also he's a spitting image of someone that's really famous. It just hasn't occurred to me who yet.
All right. So, anyways, freaking tool. Anyways, so I brush my teeth. Everything's all hunky-dory. I got all the popcorn out. Go to bed. Wake up in the morning. My gum feels a little swollen. So I brush my teeth
What
again.
are the odds, Money? Sorry to cut you out. What are the odds of a human getting a kernel stuck in their tooth during their lifetime?
Looking at this, we're looking at about 1 in 100.
Nice.
Continue, my
I should have
friend.
played the lottery. So I brush my teeth again. Try to get a little
Or
dental
brush your
floss in
teeth
there,
better.
Try and get it out. Thought I got it out.
Flossing?
Nothing. So I'm driving to work. Use my tongue trying to, pick it out between the gum and the tooth.
Show us.
Don't ever do that again.
So,
Do not
that's not
do
working.
that
So
again.
at the time I used to smoke, so I'm getting my cigarette
do it
back
again.
and trying to pick it out now. Not happening. So anyways, I just live with it, and it ends up getting infected. So I go to the dentist.
You had a cigarette while your
No,
gum was
I
bleeding?
used to smoke. Well, yeah, no, it was the gum swelled up, right? So I used to smoke. I'd smoke on the other side, so it didn't bother the tooth. Right?
So how long did you have it like that before you decided
About
to?
2 days. But I couldn't get into the dentist right away, so they got me in as soon as they could, and they considered it an emergency procedure, and it ended up costing me almost $800
But why an emergency procedure?
because it wasn't a book. Oh, I didn't book it. I called them.
Did you call around, or you just
I
took
went to
one
my
place?
normal dentist that I normally went to see, and they said, "No, we can get you in right like the next day or whatever it was," and they billed me for like almost $800 as an emergency procedure, cleaning.
Now, can you do me one favor? Can you do that tongue in your cheek thing again?
You can do it, buddy.
All right.
Do not encourage
It
him.
cost me like
Do not
$800
do
to
that.
have a kernel removed from my mouth. No,
That's
not the captain, the colonel from popcorn, buddy.
That's a mighty big
Stop
kernel.
blushing there, pal.
That's a mighty big kernel.
All right, well, let's roll over to you, Teabagger. So here you are. You have your root canal. You're in there. You're terrified. You've been told harrowing things about it. You got great teeth. You're a good-looking man. You do okay. You got a nice grill. You've been flossing your whole life.
I do, all right?
So you get in there, and what do they do to you first? Do they make you take off your shorts?
No. That'd be Kaboom over there.
Okay, so
We're talking root.
So first off, let me just tell you, the way I had to get this is because I was eating short ribs, and I usually take the bones out before I eat it because you don't want to crack down. But what are you looking at me like that for?
Just because you said short ribs.
You don't know what short ribs are?
No, man.
help them out.
I don't.
Okay, that's a whole different conversation.
Maybe we'll get Fitzalata to explain short ribs.
Okay, so I took the bones out. Oh, so I thought. So I was eating this, and they're amazing. So you're just eating, and I guess there was a floating bone in it, and I cracked down.
Floating bone, eh?
That's right. That is
And you
correct.
put it in your mouth?
It's
Wow.
It's,
Off the rails.
it's short ribs. You shut up. Anyway.
Money's already leading it. Fitzalata has now grabbed his face.
Anyways,
Portly is
He
wondering
puts
where
a
he's at.
floating boner in his mouth.
oh, it's boner
Buddy, you
now.
just had the kernel in your
Oh,
all of a
please.
sudden. Come on, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Hey.
All right, moving
Anyway,
on.
so I bit down on the bone, and it cracked my tooth. It honestly sounded like it sounded to me like it's shattering like a ceramic pot. Oh fuck, dude.
No, it's okay.
Anyways, so I went to the dentist, and they said I needed a root canal. And me, I've always had nice teeth.
Yeah, you get a nice girl.
Not like you over there.
Now, was your dentist a male, or the person you spoke to, were they male, female, Filipino, Canadian? What were they?
Female.
Female? Fitzalata, can we have an enactment of me calling a dentist and you being the receptionist?
Good afternoon. I'm taking your phone call today. How can I help you?
Yeah, I got a crack in my tooth and I had something stuck in my mouth.
What did you, hamburger, french fries?
No, it was a short rib. It was really short, and I was just, I usually take the bone out of my mouth.
Oh, come in. We fix $400 for you.
$400, that's a bit rough. It was only a little short bone. It wasn't a long bone.
I don't give a fuck. Come in and we'll fix it.
So now when we get back to this, I wonder,
Warner Brothers.
money, how many people would have to go to the dentist because they got a short bone stuck in their mouth?
Short rib.
Sorry,
Short rib bone.
Short rib hard bone.
Vegas is telling us that it's actually never happened in Ontario. It's only happened
It has.
in Mississippi, Louisiana,
my friend.
places where ribs are actually permanent. So,
And
this
San
is a
Francisco.
Unconfirmed story at the moment.
Thanks, Money.
What were you really
thank
putting in
you
your
all.
mouth?
Now that we've seemed to offend at least 35% of the populace, mainly in this room, I guess. All right. Yeah, go ahead, Money.
Well, I'm going to give you just some information first of all, and some numbers and odds. They say 65% of the people are actually going to the dentist. So roughly 4 out of every people you walk by haven't seen toothpaste or
Whoa.
We are in Oshawa.
So
Remind you, this is brought to you from Oshawa, right?
So the odds are again, my friend. Say that again slower because I heard it, but I didn't believe it.
That's right. Only 65% of the people on average visit the dentist. Therefore, 3 or 4 out of every people you walk by or go to kiss or tongue in a bar have not seen a dentist, have not seen dental floss,
Toothpaste.
and the odds actually drop if you're ever visiting the beautiful state of Mississippi. The percentage there is 51%.
Hello.
How y'all doing today?
I'm pretty good. I just got one minor problem.
What's that?
My mouth is on fire.
Why is that?
I had myself some short bones and sort of short ribs, and one of them just darn clean took off my grill.
I hate when that happens, getting all those bones in your mouth.
How much will it be for me to fix my teeth?
Well, we're going to have to take a look inside that mouth of yours, boy.
Now, would there be medicine involved, or do I just come in and open it?
Oh, we've got some sort of elixir that we can put in your mouth.
So I'm going to share with you something happened about maybe 20 years ago. I'm a young student, no dental coverage, no money in my pocket, holes in my underwear, and a relative of ours from back home, can't tell you where that is, but a relative from back home has come over, and he does have his dental credentials from back home, but he's trying to get them here. So he takes one look at me, looks at my teeth, says, "Hey, I got something for you. Come on in, come to the dental examination."
But he's not a legit dentist.
Not just yet.
But he has a dental chair
Back
already.
home, he was actually back home. He worked on 13 goats, 7 donkeys, and the good news is 4 of them are still alive today. So
This is true.
Did he look at the holes in your shorts too?
Wow. Why is it right back to that part of the body? We're at the teeth.
Money and his family are close and personal to me. I know him all my life. What? This is a true story.
So he fixed goats.
So
Hold up.
yes,
Some experience.
So he fixed goats.
he was the number one goat dentist in that part of the region. Again, I
Hold
can't
the
tell you.
phone.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm pretty good, not bad. I got a problem though.
That's okay. Come in. We fix for you.
I got a goat.
A goat.
Got a problem with his tooth. It's a little jiggly wiggly there, right there in the back. How would we be able to take care of it?
You bring goat. You bring chicken. You bring whatever you like. We fix all.
So we get to this dental examination, this test, big day for him, big day for me. I get in there, we sit down, 500 students, big gym, auditorium, dental clinic, whatever you want to call it. And we start, and sure enough, he starts to apply the anesthetic, puts it in there. I'm feeling numb.
You're on stage in front of all these people?
Well, there's 500 people going all at the same time. These are all the dentists, so they each have one student, and we're all volunteer students, again, free of charge.
You're guinea pigs.
So it's like a bukkake of people with their mouths open.
It was the best bukkake I've ever been part of, yes.
Wow, you really like that one, eh?
So
you would think of something like that.
So we're into this thing now, and he's probing me, whatever he's doing. He's got things in my mouth, and about 30 minutes into this thing, I start feeling something. My teeth, my gums, my tongue, everything. I know that my mouth is now alive again, and I don't feel any numbing, no anesthetic. Now, the good news for me was he was only 30 minutes into a 2-hour root canal.
So how now do you identify that the freezing is wearing off?
Because every single poke, every single touch, I can actually feel it now, and I'm actually getting, that shiver you get down your spine, and you get that,
I usually
sensation.
get that after a lot of Taco Bell.
That's right.
Thank you.
So, and of course, now the his instructors, who are the supervisors of the exam, are coming by every 15, 20 minutes and asking everything good, and I'm so afraid to get this guy in trouble and have him lose his or fail his exam, that I'm just going with it. I mean, it would be a shame back in our family if I let this happen. So I had to
Plus,
suffer.
you don't want the kabuki. Come, be honest. Be honest, because it's a family guy, and you're the one that shuts them down in the new country.
That's right.
Essentially, you're going to be found in a box.
That's right. So here I go. You must know my family very well then.
No, I've just been around several new families.
So we go, and now this is about an hour 15, hour 20, and I'm in just agony. I feel like Tom Cruise in the movie Awake, when he's under surgery. And sure enough, I'm hearing myself think. I can't talk.
An extra 40
An extra 40 minutes in the most excruciating pain in my life, and I'm just making this face.
You're just loving it.
A little half smile. I mean, my mouth is obviously, they got, it's all opened up. It's like the jaws of life in there.
At some point, it must just go numb again from the pain.
Well, I mean, at one point you just got to start telling yourself it's almost over, and then they come by and say,
like
okay,
a bad date.
Okay, perfect. Step 1 is done. Now we go to the next part. So you start to panic, and it was honestly, and I'm looking around, and it's just helpless feeling, and then my eyes are watering, and sure enough, one way or another, I got through it. I don't know what to say, but it was definitely one of the worst experiences of my life. The good news is he passed, and even better news, he just got his license reinstated 2 years ago. So he's back in business again after 10 years.
Would you reference it? Would you give him a good reference?
You want a good reference? Meet me. You want a reference?
Would you recommend him?
Meet me in an alleyway. I'll do it for half price.
What?
So he's your guy. He's a family member. He's now a practicing dentist. Good for him. He's doing it. Did you sit down later and tell him, look, this is what you did? Did you tell him?
Well, it took me about 3 weeks for the swelling to go down. When I could finally talk, I told him, no, I didn't have the heart to tell him. I didn't want to break his heart.
We'll play this for him, and now he knows.
But did you have to get it fixed?
Well, he fixed it.
The nice thing is they actually treated you well, because they gave me a nice gold filling after it was all done. And every dentist I go to asks me, oh, that's a beautiful gold filling. And my answer is, you can have it for your services if you like, but no one's taken it out of there. But apparently he did a good job on the filling.
I know a guy named Chu that knows a guy that could probably take that out of your mouth for a chicken or a goat. And no Fitz-a-Lotta, we're not going there with that one. All right, folks. Pure Garbage Podcast. Thank you for listening to the boys. We'll be back. You keep listening, keep learning, keep turning, and don't forget drill.
Thank you for listening to Lex Cunningham's Pure Garbage Podcast. To find us, subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Podbean, Podcast Addict, Downcast, and Stitcher.